Are there any other husband and wife duo on the board?
Richard and Linda, which Richard's here, I saw.
Okay, so I have a real problem with that because in most boards of directors, that is called nepotism. And I don't feel that we need that in this type of organization.
Palm Coast Mayor Mike Norris criticizing the Flagler Humane Society.
Palm Coast City Council members and residents spoke out about the society and issues such as euthanizing animals and overcrowding, while Humane Society Director Amy Cara Tenuto was at the podium.
That's why I am not willing to go to the Humane Society, because I don't want to deal with that. And I think all animals should be treated with care and compassion.
And they are at Flagler Humane Society.
Vice Mayor Teresa Pontieri has concerns.
And when I look at the chart that shows the intakes, it doesn't seem that it's fluctuated much. So you've been over capacity for a while.
I don't know where this huge catastrophic language started about being over capacity. All shelters run full. You just do.
Councilman Ty Miller voiced the need for change in financial transparency.
And so I think that, as the Vice Mayor said, we need more transparency in terms of the money. We need a plan in terms of how you're going to get to where we need to be before we can commit to those things that you're asking in terms of your partners. Again, we can't really, I don't want to get into the anecdotal stuff, the stories, but they concern me a lot.
No drastic changes were decided upon except to have future meetings on the topic of the Flagler Humane Society. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, February 27th. A 14-year-old is arrested for bringing a gun to a high school basketball game. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Deputies arrested a 14-year-old Indian Trails Middle School student after he had taken a photo and carried a gun onto Matanzas High School during a basketball game. The photo that he posted inside a bathroom was then posted on social media. And fortunately, a student noted the photo and notified the school resource deputy. This began an investigation, and ultimately we developed enough evidence to arrest the 14-year-old for possession of a weapon on school campus, and he was arrested. I want to commend the students that came forward to tell us about this activity and commend our team for taking it serious and conducting the investigation. We're still looking for the actual gun. If anybody knows the whereabouts of that, you can give us a tip at tips@flaglersheriff.com or Crime Stoppers at 1-888-277-TIP. We would like to get this gun off the street before it gets into the wrong hands.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
We've got a guarantee from the Army Corps. If we have a bad storm, they'll come back and fix it. But we are on the hook every 6 to 10 years to re-nourish that beach that the Army Corps did. So that's something we're wrestling with now.
Flagler County officials joined Free for All Friday last week to talk about how to protect our beaches.
Flagler County Commissioner Greg Hansen says the county can make emergency repairs, but they're working on a management plan for the next 6 years.
We do emergency sand in that northern 10 miles, and we try to keep roughly 6 cubic yards of sand for every foot of beach all the time up there, sometimes as much as 12 cubic yards per foot of beach. So we're ready for a storm. We're ready, and we're ready to backfill if there's a breach.
Hansen, joined by County Administrator Heidi Petito and Deputy County Administrator Jorge Salinas.
Heidi's driving the train on this. She's in the process of socializing this plan with the various cities. And we got some pushback at the initial meeting. We did. We got some pushback. But Heidi has her plan that she and Jorge have put together alleviates every one of the pushback items, I thought. But so they just have to see the plan and go with it. Mm-hmm. So, and I really think it's going to be a countywide. Everybody's going to say, yeah, that's a great plan. Let's go.
The county's plan comes at a price of $114 million, paid for by a combination of sources, including a half-penny sales tax increase, a special tax for barrier island properties, tourism tax revenue, and money from the county's general fund. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.